7 News with new information into the Asiana flight investigation. Tonight we are learning the pilots did not undergo drug and alcohol tests after this crash that killed 2 people. The NTSB requires testing of all critical crew members after an accident, but those regulations do not apply to foreign licensed pilots. We've also found a Colorado family was on board. And 7 News reporter Marc Stewart with their survival story and new information about the landing itself. Marc?
And to better understand this, we want to show you this animation. As you can see, investigators now think the landing gear is what hit the seawall first, then the tail broke off. And sitting in the rear of that aircraft, a family of 5 survivors who call Metro Denver their home.
There was no warning or anything. It just happened.
Esther, Jang, her brother Joseph, and their sister Sarah were all sitting in the rear of the Asiana jet that crashed in San Francisco.
We were all bouncing all over the place. I just remember there being dust everywhere, and I was freaking out, and then it just stopped.
Wounded and walking with crutches, the entire Denver family survived, including their parents.
I was also calling out for my parents, and I couldn't breathe because I got the wind knocked out of me.
The survival stories are staggering. Tonight, we've now learned 2 flight attendants were ejected from the jet when the tail ripped off. Their colleague describes the impact.
It was not the landing we usually do, and it was even more than a hard landing. So we bumped hard, bumped again, leaned to both sides, and stopped.
As for the Jangs, this was a first-time trip for the teens to South Korea. But it's the return that may be the most memorable part.
When we all reunited, like my family and I was really glad, so I started crying.
2 other late developments tonight. We have now learned the Jang family has been released from the hospital in San Francisco. We have also learned the head of Asiana Airlines is now in San Francisco. He will visit the crash site. Reporting live tonight, Marc Stewart, 7 News.